The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. Dances by him. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go. 3-19.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
What's right? Watch it. Good. Here we go.
first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
Here we go.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. 319. 319.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Back to throw here. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. He finds Humphries. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Third and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And the first play will be a field goal try. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pop incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
Now let's go. Blue line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. The gain of 39 that time. First down carry, it's Hill. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green 39.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
To throw, it's Mahomes. A dump off now to Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Second down, here's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Todd Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now back to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Just because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Here we go with 2nd and 7. shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play on third down for the Chiefs. 56 yards.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. Third down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage, yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it'll be first down here after the run. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Shift together here from the D-line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the crowd.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. Green, 39. Back down. Here we go.
Now whistles here. And I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Here's a give to Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Pulled in at the 24. Able to power through. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Humphries. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
On second down, here's Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Again, it's Fournette. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. One receiver left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Hill with it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for it.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Conley's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Now let's go. Green.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Miles Jack from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. Red zone opportunity. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and goal.
Set. 319. 319.
He'll look to throw. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So now then, it's a big kick there to get this game back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal could still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see right here. I would expect that after the kickoff, this offense is going to come out throwing. So those first few plays are going to be the key.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. It's caught. Humphreys. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back to throw here. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
The Jaguars on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8, and they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who could help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end.